Today I'm going to look at one of the most underused mechanics in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition and asking if it's possible to build an adventuring party around this mechanic. Hey everyone, I'm Heavy J and I've been a DM for nearly 40 years now. Today I'm exploring the pros and cons of a short rest, and I'm also going to be discussing what I feel would be the perfect classes to exploit this game mechanic in order to make the ultimate adventuring party. Today on Fat Dragon Adventure. First, let's begin with the pros of a short rest. Short rests allow characters to recover abilities like hit points, spell slots, and other resources more frequently than a long rest. This creates a more dynamic flow of power and allows for a more tactical use of character abilities. The existence of a short rest as a viable option between encounters pushes the players to consider the pacing of the adventuring day. They can choose to fight multiple encounters before needing a full reset, making resource management a more important part of the game. So classes built around a short rest abilities like monks and fighters with their second wind really get a big boost in their power throughout the day. Short rests can also feel more grounded in reality than characters going from completely depleted to a fully functional after just 8 hours of sleep, especially after a tough adventuring day. So what are the cons in my opinion? If players take frequent short rests, it can lead to more breaks in the adventuring day, and this, in turn, could slow down the overall pacing of the game. There's no mechanical reason forcing players to take a short rest, in my opinion. If they feel they can push through an area, they might forego resting entirely, leaving some character classes with limited resources. So the big question is, what classes benefit the most from the short rest mechanic in 5e and make the perfect party members? In my opinion, those classes are the Warlock, the Monk, the Fighter, and of course the Bard. And if you hang with me, I'll make a case for each one of these. First, let's start with the Warlock, specifically the Archfey, the Fiend, and the Great Old One. A Warlock in the sniper role makes a good choice as a short rester. Warlocks regain all their spell slots on a short rest, making them a powerhouse for blasting or utility spells in a campaign with frequent short rests. Next on my list, I would say, is the Monk. A Monk with the Way of Mercy makes a good choice in the healer role. Monks regain all their martial arts dice and key points on short rests. This fuels their core combat abilities, allowing them to stay relevant throughout the adventuring day. Next, I think the Fighter, specifically the Battle Master subclass, makes an excellent choice as the party's tank. Battle Masters regain their superiority dice back on a short rest. This lets them adapt their fighting style to different encounters more readily than others. Fighters in general gain additional use of their action surge and second wind features on short rest too, granting them a burst of power and survivability in combat. This makes short rest valuable for fighters, especially in prolonged engagements. Finally, I feel the Bard is a perfect in the support role as a short rester. Because beginning at second level, Bards regain their Song of Wind on a short rest, allowing them to revitalize their wounded allies during a short rest. Also, and beginning at 5th level, Bards regain their Font of Inspiration on a short rest, allowing them to regain all their expended use of Bardic Inspiration. I think playstyle and campaign settings should always be taken into consideration when building a short rest adventuring party. Now, if your DM is like me when designing adventures and they like to keep the pressure on you, then these classes will definitely benefit from the short rest mechanic. On the other hand, if the DM is the type that creates adventures with few rest opportunities, then these types of characters may be at a disadvantage. Remember, the best class depends on your playstyle and your DM's adventure design style when considering building a short resting adventuring party. Overall, the short rest mechanic in D&D 5e adds a layer of tactical decision making and resource management elements to the game. At least that's how I see it. Tell me, what do you think are the perfect classes using the short rest mechanic? Did I miss any? Are there ones that are better than the ones I've chosen? If you enjoyed this video and you like to support this channel, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you never miss our next episode. Until then, ride that fat dragon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.